Okay. Hello and welcome, guys. We're back for some more Tooth and Nail. So we're just gonna go ahead and jump right in. So just as to remind you guys, this revolves around a card called Tooth and Nail, which allows us to search for some really big cards. So, this is not the best hand, especially two Tooth and Nails. But we do have a Utopia Sprawl and a Voyaging Satyr. I'm gonna have to go ahead though and mulligan. This is a pretty good hand. We can Windswept for a forest. We have our Arbor Elf. So we'll go ahead and keep this. We do have some stuff that we can play, and we will probably draw into something, chances are. So we're gonna go ahead and mulligan for one. Don't want to draw that yet. Definitely will want it later, but we'll put it at the bottom. So we're gonna go ahead and take the turn. We draw another Voyaging Satyr. So I think we're just gonna go ahead and Windswept Heath here. Get a forest. Tap it for an Arbor Elf. And pass the turn. So Raging Ravine. Pretty sure that means that this is Jund. I can't think of any other deck that would run this. This might be Jund White. Wall of Omens. Not sure what this is anymore. But he's gonna go ahead and pass the turn. We're gonna take it. So we draw a Garruk, which is okay. We could just play this and get a Voyaging Satyr, which is probably the best thing to do. So we'll go ahead and tap one. Tap two. Voyaging Satyr. And we'll pass the turn. Next turn, we'll be able to Garruk or Primal Command. Either one will work. Voice of Resurgence, not gonna hurt us all that much. Pretty sure this is Naya Zoo though. So he's gonna pass the turn. So draw into a forest, which is pretty good. We could bounce the Raging Ravine with the Primal Command and gain 7 life. Or we could search for another Mana Dork. But I think we'll just go ahead and bounce and gain the life. So a Primal Command. Draw an arrow to his Raging Ravine. Gain 7 life. And then we'll just go ahead and pass the turn. So yeah, this is Naya Zoo. I'm pretty sure. We played this earlier on our channel. I played this earlier on our channel. It's a really fun deck. But hopefully we can beat it. We do have another Primal Command. So we're going to take 2. Which is not that bad. We just gain 7 life. And we can gain 7 more. So we'll see what we draw. So we draw a Blood Moon. Which is pretty cool. So I think we'll just Nykthos here. And we'll Garruk. And we'll set him to 4. And untap. It's 2 target lands. So we'll go 1, 2. And we can just tap and get Blood Moon. So that means that unfortunately Nykthos and Cinderglade are now both mountains. But that also means that all of these are mountains as well. So he's tapping for 3. He's gonna Ghost away. Okay, so he's just gonna flicker them basically. And get him back. So that's gonna let him draw a card again. His lands are still mountains though. So yeah, we'll just go ahead and pass the turn. Could have swung in for one, but not really worth it. So, better to keep a blocker just in case. So, I think it's better to block here. Just save Garruk, because Garruk can untap 2. And Voyaging Satyr can only untap 1. Garruk would have survived, but I'd rather keep him up so that we can +3 him and so that he'll survive longer. So we'll just go ahead and take the turn. Draw. So we get an Overgrowth, which is pretty good right now. So go ahead and attach it to here. Tap for 3. And then 6. We will Primal Command. And we could, I think we're going to go search. We could put one of his lands on top of his library. But I think it'd be better to go get a Mana Dork. So we'll just go ahead. Gain 7 life. And come in here. Find... Ooh, we could get really anything. I think I might grab Primeval Titan, because we should have enough mana. Yeah, we'll definitely have enough mana, so I think I'll go ahead and get Primeval Titan. And I'll just plus him to untap these and pass the turn. So I could have gotten something that cost a little less that I could have played this turn. Oh, I always forget to reveal it. So, anyways, I think it'd be better for something that we can use in the long run more. He's gonna attack. So we're gonna set counters to 3. So he's basically back where he started. And he's just gonna pass the turn. So I think the Blood Moon really set him back here. So we're gonna draw another Garruk. Don't really care too much right now for him. We'll just go ahead and Primeval Titan right here. So we get to go into our library. And we'll just get 2 forests. And then I think we'll just add a counter just to buff him up a little bit, and we'll just pass the turn. So he's just gonna pass the turn. So I'm fairly sure this Blood Moon just wrecked him, which is always fun. So we're gonna draw. We draw Harmonize. So we're gonna go ahead and just play Harmonize. Go ahead and draw 3 cards. Draw into a Tooth and Nail, which is always good. So we'll tap Arbor Elf to untap this. We'll tap for 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Add a counter to Garruk to untap this. 10. And then this we can just keep untapped, I guess. Don't know why I tapped it. Well, Tooth and Nail. So we'll just go ahead and get Xenagos and Emrakul. And he conceded, so it's a really strong combo there. We'll go ahead and unlock our sideboard. So we're definitely going to keep the Blood Moons in. I think that this is actually a pretty good matchup for our deck just the way it is. Could maybe add some Scavenging Oozes, but I don't think they're going to help us enough. So I think we're just going to go ahead and get right in. So we're going to draw, and that is a pretty terrible hand. All land hands, I've been told, are actually pretty good, but I really don't want an all land hand because it's really risky. So we're just going to go ahead and draw. And we did get a Blood Moon. We got 2 Blood Moons, actually. So this is going to be really fun because Blood Moon really hurt him a lot. So we're going to go ahead and scry 1. That is definitely something that we want. So we're just going to go ahead and keep it the way it is. So he just played a non-basic land. So we're going to go ahead and pass. We're going to draw our Overgrowth. We're going to Wooded Foothills. Just go to our library. Come down and get a Stomping Ground. Since we don't have anything we can play, we'll just have it come in tapped. And we'll pass the turn. So 2 Blood Moons against his deck is pretty solid. He's not going to have anything to respond to that for a while. He's going to be searching for basic lands to put on. So that could help him a little bit. But he does have a Sacred Foundry. For a Wall of Roots, this will get him some of the mana that he needs. But it's still going to set him back quite a bit. So you draw another Forest. Always good to draw forests. Go ahead and get Voyaging Satyr. And we'll pass the turn. So next turn, we can Blood Moon. We can either Blood Moon or Overgrowth. Probably Overgrowth and then Blood Moon. So we draw another Garruk, which isn't too bad. So if we just go ahead, how do we do this? Yeah, if we just go ahead and do this, attach it to our Stomping Ground, because this can enchant any land. With Utopia Sprawl, it has to enchant a forest, so only turn it into a mountain. Go ahead, untap this, tap for 3, and Blood Moon. So in response, he's going to Restoration Angel and flicker in his Wall of Roots. Not quite sure why he's doing that now. Probably just because he has the mana to do it. So yeah, we'll just go ahead and pass the turn. So this should have set him back quite a bit. He's gonna swing for 3. We'll just go ahead and take it, and he's gonna pass. So we draw another land. We've got plenty of mana. Mana isn't our problem. I think I'm gonna play the Garruk and do his -1 to get a 3/3 that we can start swinging with. So we'll just go ahead, get Garruk. So we'll set counters to 2, and we'll create a token. It's a pretty beast token. It's going to be green, and it is a 3/3. That is apparently what we get, I guess. So we're just going to go ahead and pass the turn. He's going to keep swinging for 3, which is going to start getting a little annoying. He's going to start whittling us down. Oh, he's going to swing to Garruk and kill our Garruk. So, good thing we have another one. We're just going to go ahead and untap and draw. So draw an Arbor Elf. Not really something I want to see. We could Garruk again. we can either get a beast, which is probably what we're gonna do. So we'll just go ahead and get him out. Counters to 2. And we'll just clone this guy. So then we'll tap another one, get an Arbor Elf. And we'll just go ahead and pass the turn. If he swings at us or if he swings at Garruk, it's not gonna hurt us that bad. So he's gonna swing at Garruk. So that means Garruk dies, unfortunately. But that's not too bad for us. So he's gonna pass the turn. We're gonna go ahead and draw. So draw another Overgrowth. We've got a plethora of mana, but we don't have anything to play with that mana. So I just go ahead and attach the Overgrowth to my forest here. We'll go to combat. And we'll go ahead and attack with these two. He's gonna block one of them and take 3. So we'll go ahead and pass the turn. So right now it's basically a race to see who can kill the other faster. So he's gonna swing for 3 and pass. So we draw a Utopia Sprawl. This is getting really annoying right now. Think we'll just go to combat and swing with everything. So he's gonna block a beast and end up taking quite a bit. He's down to 9, we're at 13. So I'm not sure what he's gonna do. He's just gonna pass. So we're just gonna untap and draw. There we go. Okay, so we got our Tooth and Nail, which means that we've just won. So we'll tap for 3, 6, 9, Tooth and Nail. Yeah, there we go. So that is another win with Tooth and Nail. So again, this is a really cool deck. So me and Drew should be uploading some more content. We're probably going to be fighting each other in the next videos. So I hope you enjoy. See you on the flip side.